Okay, so hello and welcome back to the channel. I am your host and Lando of the Lip Trills, Ken Lavigne. I'm a singer and vocal coach here on YouTube, and today we are looking at Iron Maiden and the song If Eternity Should Fail. But before we do that, I'd just like to remind you all to please remember to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the great stuff that we produce here on the channel. And hey, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and write I subscribe down below in the comments, and I will do my very best to respond to as many people as I possibly can. Now, yes, here we go with Iron Maiden Book of Souls, track from Book of Souls rather. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here is the cell of a man.
It's very prog metal sounding at the top here. This sounds very unlike anything that I've heard from them thus far.
Here in this place for the taking, clothed in white, stand in the light. Here is the soul of a man.
That is pretty heavy synth. That's sort of like the bugle from the Bolero ba-da-ba, in Aranjuez. Is that right? Da 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 da. It sounds very Clint Eastwood-ish. Bruce Dickinson off the top, sounding solid as ever. A little bit wider vibrato than what I'm used to hearing. This was recorded or released in 2015, so many years have passed, many concerts have passed since the 80s, when I think I've been sampling most of their earlier work. That's the mod wheel.
Time to speak with the shame on again. Conjure the jester again. Black dog in the room.
I wonder if I can do. So Bruce did a little bit of a mod wheel with his own voice, and he slid up through a couple of notes here. Let's just have a listen to it again if I can find the right place.
Time to speak with the shame on again. Conjure the jester again. Black dog in the ruins is howling my name. So here is the soul of a man.
Lots of reverb, tons of echo and delay on the. So it really feels like we're back into that kind of gallop that Iron Maiden had in so many of their earlier works. Very retro feeling, like they're sticking true to that formula that served them so well in the 1980s. It's an interesting to know that this was just like 5 years ago, 6 years ago that this album came out or was released.
When the world was virgin, before the coming of men, just a soul, a witness, the beginning of the end. From a world of magma to a cold rock face, the ascent of madness and a human race. We are strange believers, all over us. There are stranger truths and mortal lust. We rise from slumber. He calls our name, recalls our number. A bad word.
Okay, so another typically long-held note by Bruce Dickinson. I was going to comment on how his voice has aged over the years and what has remained consistent over the years. And obviously, as we age, our voices age with us, and different characteristics are brought forth, and some of the things that or facilities that we had access to when we were younger just sort of naturally fall away. And one of the things that I was noticing is that his vibrato has widened somewhat and slowed down a little bit. Now, this is typical, especially of hard rockers or metal, maybe not modern metal singers, but singers of a certain era. This seems like it is a natural phenomenon that happens as one's voices age. And then at that last long-held note, there was almost something akin to a straight tone. So I was going along with this preconceived notion, oh yes, Bruce Dickinson still has access and facility to his voice, but though it's aged, and then all of a sudden he holds this note for, 10 seconds, and it's almost like a straight tone, which is really interesting to me. Okay, so fail. It's like 5 different vowels in that last word. Through the headphones that I'm listening to and in my system, his voice sounds really far back in the mix, not front and center. I'm hearing much more drums, much more guitar distortion.
Check out illusion, which I recall was our delusion. Before the fall, the angels come and angels go, from the rod of light shining eternal blackness beyond the stars. We think our wisdom will get that far. At the master's table, the table's bare. No land of plenty, devastation, despair.
Same long-held note.
Raising a sail at the edge of the world, if eternity should fail. Waiting in line for the ending of time, if eternity should fail. Raising a sail at the edge of the world, if eternity should fail. Waiting in line at the ending of time, if eternity should fail.
If eternity should fail. That's still getting up there, Bruce. Wow. Yeah, very impressive.
this necropolis. I am formed of the dead. I am the harvester of the soul, and I suck the lives from round my bed. My only 2 sons, I gave them breath, and I filled their living corpses with my bile. What humanity I knew, I've long forgotten. For me, eternity is nothing but a short while.
Whoa. Whoa. That last 45 seconds, minute, I wasn't expecting that. Not at all. Was that Bruce narrating? It sure sounded like it. There was consistency in the voice, but it was, you know, they had a lot of distortion and effects on the vocals, and I started to get the chills. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? They're obviously dynamic artists, and they're trying to evolve their sound and continue to grow and change, but still hearkening back to what made them great in the first place. Anyway, yeah, cool, great. Another great Iron Maiden song. Something to really think about. And another question actually for you guys to answer, please. What was the deal with this Necropolis character? Maybe one of you clever gents or gals knows a little bit more about this than I do. Looking forward to hearing your comments or seeing your comments in the comment section down below. And please remember, if you are a musician or singer and you're wanting to innovate your own vocal sound, I strongly recommend you reach out to a competent vocal coach. There might be one living in your area. Learning one-on-one in person is the best way to do it, but it's not always possible in today's world. Fortunately, there are many of us vocal coaches out here in YouTube land. You can, you don't have to work with me, but if you want to reach out to me, I will be sure to leave links down below in the description, and you can get a hold of me at kenlevinevocalcoach.com. And yes, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and the notification bell, and of course the subscribe button. Really, really do appreciate that. Makes me happy, and really helps the channel. I want to keep this going as long as I can. And of course, if you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
I am formed of the dead. I am the harvester of the soul, and I suck the lives from round my bed. My only 2 sons, I gave them breath, and I filled